to page 2, close your books. Lily, does Tiffany have anything to say?
No.
No? Okay. Good.
Should I excerpt?
No. She said no. Can't. First part of the book's all in Chinese. You guys can read that on your own, okay? So here, at the beginning of the book, it is in Chinese and explains exactly what the test is, what it looks like. So, I can't help you here. So you're gonna have to read this on your own, alright? So page 6, 7, 8, 9, this is basically what the test looks like. 10 to 11, so 9 to 11, 6 to 11. Read these 6 pages when you get home or tomorrow before Monday. Okay, so basically, guys, the way they do it, okay, close your books, you don't need your books today. In your desk, unless you want to take notes. You guys should bring a notebook. Okay, so with the essay part, they're going to ask you a question, and it's usually 2 questions, all right? So the most important thing is you have to make sure you answer the question, okay? Now, and the questions are in Chinese. So what you need to do is read the question 2 or 3 times, okay? Translate it, make sure you understand it. Your job to pass this test is to answer that question, okay? It can't be kind of close. So once you read the question, translate it, now what you want to do is use as many of the words from the question in your topic sentence, your thesis statement, or your introductory paragraph. So let's say, just an example, you guys don't remember. Read. So this would actually be in Chinese on the test. This is a real question from a real test from 7, 8 years ago. Go. The MRT cost?
The MRT cost billions of dollars and 20 years to build. It was a terrible inconvenience to the people of Taipei. Do you think it is worth it?
Okay, so you have 2 possible answers. What are they? Yes, I do. I think it is worth it because blah, blah, blah. Or no, I don't think it's worth it. So you have to answer the question. This is very, very key. Okay? So, do you think it was worth it? And of course, the answer is yes. But you can say no if you argue it correctly. Okay? So, when you start writing your essay, what's the first thing you do? Stand up. Start writing your essay with the first thing you do. Now remember, guys, you have 40 minutes. You have 40 minutes to complete the writing part. The writing part includes an essay and a translation. So what you're going to do is you're going to spend 25 minutes on your essay, and no matter what, you're going to stop. It's when you take the real test, and you take your practice test. Sit down. Take your real test, practice test. No matter what, in 25 minutes, make yourself stop and then do the translation. Try to get the translation done in 10 minutes. If you're lucky, it'll be an easy one. You can get it done in 5 minutes. Sometimes it's a short paragraph, sometimes it's 3 or 4 sentences. So you have to do the translation. Now how much time do you have left? 5 minutes. And you got 5 minutes to write your conclusion and quickly check your essay. Okay? So, are they looking for the world's most beautiful essay? No. You have 25 minutes to write an essay. What they're looking for is, can you read this question in Chinese, understand the question, and write a good essay in 25 minutes? Organize your thoughts and make it flow beautifully on the paper in 25 minutes. So, they're not looking for the world's greatest essay. They're looking for essay structure. What does that mean, Mary? Essay structure. Okay, good. And in English, what does it mean, Neil? How do you build an essay? Do you know how to build an essay? Okay? So an essay looks like this. Right? So every year, anywhere from 50 to 60,000 people take the GEPT. So you have the readers who work there. Do you think they actually read all these essays? No. What do? They have this checklist of 15 things. Okay? And they quickly go through, check, 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 check. If you have them, you pass. If you don't pass. They don't care about spelling. It's not a spelling test. Grammar, they don't really care about. If you make a couple grammar mistakes, not a big deal, because you already passed the grammar part of the test. What is the grammar part? That's the reading, stage 1, right? All those sentences you have to read, fill in the blank, word form, all that, that's grammar. Closed test is grammar, and then reading comprehension. That's all grammar. So the essay is, do you know how to build this? So they take this, they got all the points, they just times it by 6. 15 times 6 is what? 90, right? And then the other 10 points. Other 10 points come from here. Word choice. Are you using baby kindergarten words, or are you using big boy, big girl words? Are you using high school words or kindergarten words? Sentence structure. I like the MRT. The MRT is good. Many people take the MRT to work. Is that good? That's what that is, sentence structure. You have to change it. Some sentences are really long and some are short. You mix it up to make it interesting. Finally, does it make sense? Does your essay make sense? Do you answer the question? Okay, so what are these? What are these 15 things? Number one is, anyone? It's your introduction. And basically, they give you the introduction. What is your introduction? They write it in Chinese. All you have to do is translate this, and this is your introduction. So, I remember the MRT was a big inconvenience if you lived on the street they were building it on. Does anybody live on a street they're building the MRT? I mean, traffic is bad, it's noisy. Your house actually shakes for 4 years. Okay, does anybody live on near where they're building an MRT? Yes or no? Okay, I had a friend who did. And to be polite, they usually do the construction at night, so they didn't block traffic too much, but they still did. And you'd be at his house like an earthquake the whole time for 5 years while they're building the MRT. So, you started this, the MRT cost billions of dollars and 20 years to build. Many people didn't like it. They thought it was a waste of money and a waste of time, especially the people who lived near the construction. I think the MRT was worth it for several reasons. Or for a few reasons. Several means giga, 2 or 3, right? And that's all you need. You just need 2 or 3 reasons. A few means the same thing as several, 2 or 3. You don't want to say 4 or 3 reasons. The reason is, you don't want to say 4 or 3 reasons is you run out of time, you've only said 2 reasons. You can't get to the third one. Also, when you're writing, can you get here and you remember something that should go here? Can you go back there and squeeze it in? No. So, you read the question 2 or 3 times, translate it, write down the keywords, and you use those keywords in your introduction, and then you answer the question. Very, very important. Answer the question. What's the next thing you do? Now stand up. What's the next thing you do? If you don't know, stand up. Tina, you're taking the test, you read the question, you understand it, translate it in your mind. What's the next thing you do? Okay. Tell 2 things about the topic. Brainstorm. Everyone say, thank you, Neil. Sit down. You have to brainstorm. Students hate doing this. It's really, really annoying that students think organizing your thoughts before you start writing is a waste of time. Guys, it is not a waste of time. You should spend about 5 minutes brainstorming, thinking of your ideas and organizing them. And the best way is a mind map. Who doesn't know what a mind map is? Raise your hand if you don't know that word, mind map. Alan, you know? Everyone knows. Except for the, okay, good. So, mind maps are really easy. Don't worry about it. And they help you organize your thoughts quickly into 1, 2, and 3. You have to do this, guys. The reason because you have to organize your thoughts. So number 1 is your introduction. What's number 2? Number 2 is your thesis statement. Thesis statement, this is the answer to the question. This is what your whole essay is about. It's called the thesis statement. Number 3 is called the controlling idea. everybody has to go to school growing up. You spend 18 years of your life in school. You meet and have many, many teachers. During the course of your life, some teachers are good and some teachers are bad. Who is your favorite teacher and why? How are you going to do this? I'm in 9th grade. I've been going to school since kindergarten and I've had 14 teachers in my life. Some are good, you just say what the introduction says. Repeat it, okay? Now your topic sentence, your thesis statement. Can you say, I like my math teacher? Who is your favorite teacher and why? This student writes, I like my math teacher. Is that a good thesis statement, Wilson? It answers the question. Is it a good thesis statement? Not. Because it doesn't have a controlling idea. Jeff, you know what a controlling idea is? Now, did anybody take the advanced class up to the writing part? ACES advanced class, 3rd semester, 4th semester. Yale, did you? You did. And the maybe is you can't remember what controlling idea means, right?
Where is that?
That's right. So basically, the topic is who's your favorite teacher and why? This student wrote, I like my math teacher. Did he tell you why? No. Does this sound really interesting? Andrew, do you want to read this? I like my math teacher. You want to read that essay? You want to spend 20 minutes of your life reading this? No. You want to read it? No? Thomas? No. Nobody does. So you say, I like my math teacher. Who cares? I like my mom, you know? So what you have to do is, you need the controlling idea. Controlling idea is a powerful adjective plus verb plus for several reasons. At my high school, the math teacher is everybody's most loved person for several reasons. Do you want to read that essay, man? The math teacher at my high school is the most loved teacher for several reasons. Would you like to read that? Maybe? I think I would. Like, wow. Most loved, why? Okay, for several reasons. What does that tell you? I'm going to tell you 2 or 3 reasons why this guy's the greatest. Everybody loves a math teacher for a few reasons. Okay, so the controlling idea is going to be love. The math teacher at my high school is the greatest for a few reasons. Greatest, loved, most awesome. That's your controlling idea. Next, what's number 4? Jeff? Number 4 is a transition. First. Everybody? Next. Finally. Or in conclusion. First, next, in conclusion. The first reason, another important reason, in conclusion. It's easy to see why the math teacher is well loved at my school. Alright, so 2 and 3. 4 is transition. 4, 8, and 12. First, next, finally. Guys, they're there. They just look at it, they count it. They underline it, they circle it, however they want to do it. They just go through first circle, next circle, third, next circle. Alright, go, transition. Good. Check, check, check. 5, what is 5? That is your idea number 1. Five paragraphs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you have 20. Now they times it by 5. 16 times 5 is your 90. This is supporting idea number 1, supporting idea number 2, supporting idea number 3. 6. Each supporting idea needs 2 or 3 details. What's a detail? Catherine, do you know? Okay. The detail is the fact Taipei 101 is tall. An opinion. I went to Taipei 101, it was the best thing I ever did. Or an example. These are details. Five, 9, 13 are your supporting ideas. The MRT is good. Why is the MRT good? It's fast. If you drive your car from Neihu to the train station, does it take the same time every time? No, it depends on when you take it. It could take an hour and a half or it could take 20 minutes. You never know. But if you take the MRT, it's always the same, right? It's fast. It's comfortable. The weather in Taipei sucks. It's too hot all summer. It's cold and rainy all winter. On the MRT, during the winter you stay warm and dry, in the summer you stay cool and dry. So it's fast, it's convenient, and it doesn't make pollution. Those are our supporting ideas. These are the main ideas. Now each idea needs to have 2 or 3 details. That's 6, 10, and 14 are the details. 7, 11, and 15 details are related. What that means is the MRT is fast. You have 2 or 3 details talking about how it's fast. That's it. If you say it's cheap, you talk about it's inexpensive. The MRT is really fast. You can get anywhere in Taipei to the train station or back home, and it always takes the same amount of time. I'm a student, I have a lot of money, it's cheap. Is that talking about fast? No, that's something different. So all the details in this paragraph are related. So 7, 11, and 15 means they have to be related. These details, these 2 or 3 details are only talking about this idea. These details are only talking about this. These details are only talking about this. So if you're talking about your dad, why your dad is one of the most important people in your life for several reasons, can you talk about your mom here? Of course not, right? It's not related. But students do this all the time. Why? Why do they do that? Okay. Teacher says, I want a 400-word essay about your dad. What do students do? They write any BS they can think of, right, and then what do? 1, 2, 3. They start counting, right? When they get down, they, oh God, I got 320. My dad cooks well. Oh, my mom is a good cook too. She really likes to make, then they just start talking about something else. Because they didn't do what? Neil? They didn't do what? They didn't organize their thoughts. They didn't brainstorm first, okay? You have to do this. There's no way around it. There's no cheating. You don't just start writing. You have to quickly make a mind map. So everything's there, it's organized. Now you can look at it and then start writing. Your 3 ideas are already on the paper. Each idea should have 2 or 3 details already on the paper. Now you start writing and boom, 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 you make your argument. You answer the question. "17. 17 is the same as your thesis statement, except it is your concluding sentence. Concluding sentence is the same as your thesis statement, but you use different words. Everyone loves the math teacher. In conclusion, our math teacher is the best. I don't say everyone loves, I said is the best. So you have to use different words. But it's the exact same as your topic sentence. Okay. Concluding sentence, different words, then you finish your paragraph. That's what it looks like. This is your grade. They don't really care about spelling. They don't really care about grammar. They want to see, can you build that building right there? Triangle on top, 3 squares in the middle, triangle on the bottom. That's what they're looking for. This is true for the TOEFL, the TOEIC, GRE, any big standardized test you ever take in the future. When you get to the essay, they just want to know, can you do this? And the reader, he's sitting there, 17, passed. 16, failed. They sit there and just check them off as they skim through real quick looking for them. Okay? Now, what happens if you get a 16? One more point, you pass. Then they'll go back and they will read it. And you might get lucky with 20, right? 20 is the big words, different sentences, and doesn't make sense. You might get that extra point, but this point you usually don't get. But if you're close, they'll look at it, yeah, you know, it's actually not bad. How come they don't care about spelling or grammar when you take the TOEFL, the TOEIC, IELTS, all these big tests? Why don't they care? Thomas, what do you think? That's right, the computer can do it. The computer tells you, it makes that little squiggly, and all you do is right click and hit spell check, right? It fixes it by itself. It's not really that important. Also, if you go to America, will your grammar improve when you live there every day? TV, everyone around you, all speaking English. If you're in America for 6 months, they know your English will become quick real fast. What they want to see is, do you know how to build, this is called an academic essay. Academic means school. Can you write an essay that can answer the question in 25 minutes? Not easy. Alright, so you guys are going to learn how to do this, and we're going to write about 16 essays in the next month. We'll do 1 essay in class, or every other class, and then you'll have homework and do it there as well, okay? And you'll get really good. Get the method down, okay? So we're going to start off, take your books out now. page 15. Okay, so part 2 of this class. Here, stage 2, which is writing and speaking. Writing and speaking. The writing part, we have 8 lessons. Here are the 8 lessons. The first lesson is all about translating the question. You have to be able to identify the main subject, what they want, and then you have to answer that question. Number 2 is generate ideas. Generate ideas is brainstorm. 3 is outline. I'm going to show you a cheating way to do the outline that makes it really easy. So 2 and 3 I will combine into 1. You don't need to make an outline for the GPT test, but you do need to make an outline if you write an essay at home. Okay, if you're at school, the teacher says on Monday, I want you to write an essay about transportation in Taipei and give it to me on Friday. Now you have to do, how would I do this? Monday and Tuesday I would just think about it. Brainstorm. Wednesday I would make my outline, Thursday I would write it. How long does it take you to write? It's about 25 sentences. When I was in high school, I had to write an essay. I would spend about 30 minutes just looking at the blank piece of paper. I should clean my room. And I clean my room. Sit back down, look at it for like 20 minutes. I'm hungry. I go get a snack. Okay. It's really hard. The hardest part is to actually start getting these ideas. But brainstorming is easy. What you have to do is just start writing ideas. Think of the question, come up with your answer, and just start writing down ideas. Once you start doing that, then they start coming quickly. Once they're all on the paper, there they are, now you can start writing. So here's your mind map. Idea 1, 2, 3, 4. These are your details. Next, you take these and you pick the ones you like best. Supporting idea 1. Supporting idea 2. Supporting idea 3. You get 3 details. And you write them all out with just your keywords. And then your details. Keywords only, no sentences. It's fast. No traffic. Cheap. I'm a student, don't have a lot of money. Basically, we also get $25 to go most places inside Taipei, and taxis are super expensive and not even guaranteed to be as fast. Global warming, no pollution. Yeah, 500 people per train instead of 1 person in a car, and every society is responsible to stop global warming. This is not just one country's problem, it's the world's problem. Okay, if you look at this, this is what you have to do. When you do this, you just write the keywords. You're brainstorming. It's fast. How's it fast? No traffic. It goes, as soon as you get get there, you don't have to worry about parking. If you have to park your car, that's going to take 20 minutes, right? And write it down. How long do you think it'll take you now to write an essay? How long will it take you to take these 16 words and turn them into sentences? Listen, what do you think? 15 minutes, that's right. And is it a good essay? Yes. This guy will pass. What do most people start doing? Most students, instead of thinking about it and organizing their thoughts first, once you have this, you're fine. This takes you 5 minutes. Now you got 20 minutes to write 15 sentences, right? That's easy. Nice and quick and fast, including all of these. This is what most people do. I think the MRT is good for 3 reasons. It's really someone who doesn't brainstorm, doesn't organize. It's really fast. I can get anywhere quickly. It doesn't cost money. Also, you don't waste time parking. What is this? Read it. I can get anywhere quickly. Right. So this would be a typical mistake when you just start writing. You want to say it doesn't cost a lot of money. Keep going. Also, don't waste time parking. Keep going, MRT.
I can read or study on the MRT. It has air conditioning, and you don't have to stand outside in the rain.
What is this? This is total crap. That's what this is. This is what students do. What did I just do here? I'm writing my essay, but in fact, what am I doing? I'm brainstorming. Are these thoughts organized? What is this? This is just a list, right? I'm just writing down anything that comes to my head as fast as I can, and I'm making it a sentence. Okay, that's what people do around the world. South America, Africa, Europe, America. This is how students write. Total crap, because they think brainstorming is a waste of time. And in fact, it's not. You spend 5 minutes brainstorming. Really easy to organize these. Okay, so first one, it's fast. Quickly. Good. Doesn't cost a lot of money. That's cheap. Also, you don't waste time parking. That goes back to fast, right? Next, MRT doesn't pollute. Anything else about that? No. I can read or study. That's convenient, right? On the MRT, so you save time. That goes back to being convenient. It has air conditioning. That's comfortable. So all these ideas It's just a list. There's no organization. It should just be 3 ideas, boom, 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 each with 2 or 3 details. All these details are only talking about this idea. These details are only talking about this one. So it's not that hard to do this. Okay, read it.
There are many transportation choices. A person can drive a car, motorcycle, or walk. Furthermore, a commuter can take a bus, MRT, or a taxi. Which is your favorite and why?
Okay. What's the correct answer? There is no correct answer. Which is your favorite? Okay, there is no correct answer. You can say car is the best. When you're inside your car, you can listen to your music as loud as you want. You can sing and be crazy and stupid. You can eat in your car. Can you do that on the MRT? Sing as loud as you want, eating and being a crazy, stupid idiot? No. Okay. Good. Motorcycle. Motorcycles are awesome. They are the fastest way to get around, right? Straight from your house to where you want to go. No walking, no waiting. Motorcycles are the worst. It's raining, dangerous. So there's good points and bad points for both. So one student said, I think the MRT is the best way, is the best choice of transportation for several reasons. And then the student went on and said the several reasons, passed, no problem. Another student wrote, what's the problem with this, Carlos?
It's not listening what you like.
It is. Alan, what's the problem? I like motorcycles. Jean?
Like, you can write a lot of things. My favorite is usually one.
Do you know what he's going to write about? You have MotoGPT. Moto, is it GP? Motorcycle races on TV. Would you like to watch those? No? Okay. Many places are really popular. Is he gonna talk about, I like motorcycles, they're beautiful. You get a Moto Guzzi, it's amazing. You see a really cool motorcycle, most boys go, whoa, whoa. Nice, all right? It's beautiful. Are you gonna talk about how motorcycles look beautiful? Are you gonna talk about MotoGP, the racing is exciting and fun to watch? What are you going to talk about here? Is it answering the question? Does it say, do you like motorcycles and why? Is that the question? No. But this guy went on to wrote how he liked motorcycles because he walks downstairs from his house and he goes straight from his house to work. And when he gets there, it's easy to park. Motorcycles are the fastest transportation in Taipei. Also, they're cheap. Gas is super expensive, but gas for a motorcycle is not. You spend with a motorcycle maybe $600 a month on gas. A car will cost you $4,000 a month. So they're cheap, they're fast. So he actually had a good argument. But this was just so bad, the reader probably didn't even get past it. It should say what? I think, fix it. I think motorcycles are the best choice of transportation in Taipei for a few reasons. Then he would have passed. That's what you have to do, okay? Use a powerful adjective for a few reasons, for several reasons. How come you don't want to say for 3 reasons? Okay, here you're writing, and all of a sudden you're taking the test. Okay, 5 more minutes, and then you have to put your pencil down. Do you have time to write your 3rd reason and then your conclusion? You don't. So, a test versus homework. Teacher on Monday says, I want 5 paragraphs. Take all the time you want. A test, you have 40 minutes. Don't have a lot of time. Time is your enemy. Time is your teddy bear, is your friend. No hurry. Okay? Here, you say for a few reasons. For a few reasons, for several reasons. Okay, you got 5 minutes. What do you do now? You only wrote the first 2. Is that a few? Is it several? Is it 3? No. And then you just do what? Write your conclusion. Forget that. Write your conclusion. You have to have a conclusion. Conclusion is very, very important. It's like you're watching a movie on HBO for 2.5 hours. There are almost 10 more minutes left in the movie, and Mom says, okay, turn it off, we have to go. How do you feel, Catherine? Huh? Strange? Austin? You jump up and down like a mad monkey, or you turn it off, 2 little tears, and go, what do? Alex? You ignore your mom? You can't. Alright. What happens if you write an essay with no conclusion? Thomas? What happens? No conclusion. What does the teacher do? Did I lose it? It's like not seeing the last 10 minutes of the movie. You really want the conclusion. You want the final part. So the teacher will look for it because it is one of the most important parts of your whole essay. Your introduction, your 2 or 3 ideas, and your conclusion. If you did not write a conclusion, what are you telling the people at GEPT, Vicky? What are you telling them? 2 things. 2 possible answers. Jolie, what are you telling them? You're telling them, what's a conclusion? You need a conclusion? I didn't know. Or you're telling them, I ran out of time. I didn't finish. Either way, you're not going to pass. You need to have a conclusion. Okay? Good. So, motorcycles are awesome for 3 important reasons. It's good for homework. Motorcycles are the best choice of transportation for several reasons. Test. Because you you have time. Time is a problem. Okay, good. So what does a mind map look like? Brainstorming. Turn to page 12. Okay, this is a little different. All the other ones, what's your favorite transportation and why? That's just one question, right? Read this, go.
Although everyone understands the negative consequences of smoking, people still continue to smoke. Words by high school students who ignore science and begin to do you think smoking is bad? Why do high school students start smoking?
Okay, so now you have to answer how many questions? It's not just a simple yes or no. Do you think smoking is bad? Everybody says yes, probably, except for Jeff, he's over there. Not me, man. I'm out of here in an hour. Oh yeah, dude. Okay, so most people say yes. Can you say, no, I think smoking is good? Yes or no? Can you say that? Yes, you can, all right? This is opinion, man. There is no correct answer here. My dad smokes, my grandpa smokes. I started smoking in junior high school. You got a problem if you don't like me smoking, okay? I'll tell you why. That's okay. But you have to give your several reasons why you think smoking is good. Why do high school students start smoking? This is something totally different. This is, do you think it's good or bad? I think it's bad for a few reasons. Why do high school students start smoking? How can you talk about this? At my high school, we all know who smokes, yes or no? Yes, you know who they are. Easy to see. And high school kids start smoking for 2 or 3 reasons. Alright, now you have to explain that. This is, give me a few reasons why you think it's bad, give me a few reasons why kids start smoking. Okay, brainstorm, let's do it, stand up. Why is smoking bad? Raise your hand so you can sit down. Why is smoking bad? Okay, good. So, bad for your health. When you brainstorm, do you write down a sentence, smoking is bad for your health, or do you just put health? Ask yourself, who, what, where, when, why, and how. Who is it bad for? Why is it bad? When is it bad? Where is it bad? Ask yourself that, and you can get 2 or 3 details quickly. That's all you want. Carlos.
Hurt your lungs.
Okay, good. Lungs, what else? Okay, good. Ill teeth, what else? Cancer. What else? Anybody in the NBA smoke? Does anybody in the NBA smoke? Not anymore. They're already dead. Okay. Good. So cough. Why else is it bad? Another idea. Mary? Okay, good. That could be health too. Birth defects. Strange, but maybe you have like 1 arm and 3 eyes. All right, forget health. Now we need another idea on why it's bad. Thank you. Waste of money. How's it a waste of money? How? You just said that. It costs a lot of money. How? People who smoke, do they just have 1 cigarette a day? How many do they have? A pack. It's called a pack. That's right. 1 box. Sometimes even more, right? And that's not super expensive. That's 90 NT a day. But every single day. How much is that? Quickly do your math. 90 times 30 is what? 2,700 times 10 is 27,000 plus another 2,700 is 32,000. That's 1,000 US dollars. 32,000 NT dollars a year. And they smoke for 10 years. How much is that? $320,000. Okay, now it starts to get really expensive. Think about Grandpa who's been smoking for 40 years. Now it's $1 million NT. He just spent $1 million NT so he can die faster. Alright, so basically 90 a day. Doesn't seem like too much, but it adds up quickly, right? How else is it expensive? Huh? The tax, okay, that's part of the 90 that you pay for the box. What else? Hospital, that's right. Insurance. Also, people who smoke, they burn their clothes. It's true. Okay. They burn the furniture, they burn the seat in their car. They're always burning stuff, okay? And then they gotta replace it. Another reason, health, money. What's the biggest reason most girls don't want to go out with a guy who smokes? Annie? You want to kiss a guy who smokes cigarettes? Why? It stinks. It smells. It stinks. Who, what, where, when, why, how? What smells? Okay, that's what the smell, so it's disgusting, but what smells? Okay, good. Breath. Breath smells. Hair smells. Clothes. Does anybody have a dad who smokes? Raise your hand. Okay. How do you feel when the ashtray is close to you? Maybe you're reading on the sofa, the ashtray's there. How do you feel? Get away, right? Mary? Just push it away. It's disgusting. Jeff? Yeah, it's just makes you feel sick, okay? So, it makes you feel sick. Another reason, why is it bad? Okay, we got 3 good ones. We can stop here, but let's go for one more, okay? Who can think of another reason why smoking is bad? Stinks, it's expensive, bad for your health. Any other reasons? Yes? It's hard to quit. Nice. Beautiful. Okay, addictive. This means try, you can never quit. Even if you want to quit. So this will, and then people feel like, oh my God, I am dying. I have to quit tomorrow. Okay? They can't quit. It actually controls them. Okay? At the schools I worked, there's always like teachers who smoke, same as your school, right? And it's really funny because the bell rings. What do these teachers who smoke do? All right, let's go, guys. Hurry up. Let's go clean it up. And they sprint out of your classroom, have 3 cigarettes in 10 minutes, and come back. And nobody notices they just smoked, right? You walk by the teacher who smokes, it's kind of like, hi. Okay. Good. Next. Move on. Answer the second question. You have to answer both. What's the answer to the second question? So everyone knows it sucks, and yet people start. People have been smoking for 20 years, hate it, but they can't quit, so why the heck would you start in the first place? Why did they start? There we go. Okay, cool. How's it cool? Who, what, where, when, why, and how? How's it cool? Details for that. Nina, how's it cool? Nikki?
You just like as a dog.
Okay, good. Okay, high school kids, they want to act like an adult. They want to act like a movie star. Also in high school, it is fun to break the rules. Teacher says don't smoke, you're smoking. Alright, why else do people start? It's cool. What else? They're curious. Excellent. They just want to try it. Okay? They see it in movies, magazines. They see it. So many people do it, right? So part of growing up. You try it once, it's terrible, or you just never. This is part of growing up. You are curious, try beer, try cigarettes. You see it everywhere, movies, magazines, 7-Eleven. Okay, and one more reason. Why do high school kids start smoking? Okay, good. Peer pressure, nice. You guys know what peer means? Austin? Friend, someone your age. These are people in your age group. So you guys all sitting down, you guys are all peers. You're about the same age. Pressure. So your friends are saying, come on, just try it. So friends are doing it. Don't want to be a dork. Try it and say, oh, that stinks. Peer pressure. Anything else? Sit down. Here you can also say just family. Dad smokes. Cigarettes are there. You've been smelling it your whole life. You just start doing it too. Be like that. Okay. Now, if this essay was for homework, your next step would just be to write an outline. So you take all this crazy stuff and you just write for homework, which idea do you think is important? More important, the most important. Which one's important on why it's bad? What would you? Gene, what would you put for important here? What you got? Idea 1 is important, idea 2 is more important, and idea 3 is the most important. So what would you put for most important, or sorry, what would you put for number 1? It's important. Why smoking is bad. It stinks, you can die, you waste your money, almost impossible to quit. What would you put? It stinks, that's right, okay? So then you'd write, your outline would look like this. 1, stinks. A, B, C would be your breath, your hair, your clothes, your house. Okay, if you walk into somebody's house and the dad smokes, do you notice immediately? Of course, you walk in, the furniture stinks, the curtains stink. I mean, the house just smells like an ashtray. It stinks. And smokers don't even notice. Okay. So what would you put for number 2? So this is where it gets different. Addictive, money, or health. Okay. So everyone can be a little different. So for homework, you do it like this. 1, A, B, C, D. 2, let's say money, A, B, C, D. And 3, of course, is your health. But on the GPT, you've already written it here. You don't need to put it in 1, 2, 3 like this. What can you do? This is what I want you to do. You just look at it, get your mind map there. You have to do this, guys. When you take the real test, if you don't do this, you're going to get garbage. You're just going to get sentences. You're going to get no structure. Okay? So, let's go. All right. I'm going to go, that was my first one. Addictive. Let's go back, and then after you do it, just write them. 1, 2, 3. There's your idea. Here's your details. Very nice. And then you just have to turn each word into a sentence. It'll take you 15 minutes, and you pass. Same here. Why do high school kids start? They think it's cool, peer pressure, curious. What do you think is important? Curious. What do you think is more important and most? What do you think is the biggest reason? Cool or peer pressure? Pressure, cool. That's fine. Everybody's different. So you can make this 2, this 3. Someone else might make this 2 and this 3. It doesn't matter. Okay? That's your opinion. So you answer the question. Ready? How do you do this? Remember, this will be in all Chinese. So you have to read this 2 or 3 times, make sure you fully understand what the question is, and make sure you answer that question. So now you're going to have your introduction. This will be answering question 1. Q1, Q1, Q2, Q2, and then finish, okay? So that's what it'll look like. Question 1, everything you're talking about is money. That's it. This whole paragraph is only talking about how expensive it is to smoke. Next, question 2. Pressure, cool, this. So all these words only, boom. And then you say your answer again using different words to get your final conclusion. In your final conclusion, you can use a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and you're done. Okay? Good. Let's look. Page 14. Okay, the GEPT writing process. Composition means essay. They're the exact same thing. I usually say essay. Easier to say, easier to write. So, for outline, I want you to just put here, brainstorming. For the actual test, I want you to do this is called a mind map, so write that. So cross out outline and put brainstorming. Next to generate ideas, put mind map. These are the words I'm going to be using in class for the next month. So for outline, put this, generate ideas, put mind map, and organize. For the test, you just look at it and you write a 1, a 2, a 3. Basic essay structure. Okay, your topic sentence. Topic sentence is the same as your thesis statement. Topic sentence, thesis statement, TS. Okay? I'm going to write TS. So next to topic sentence, please write TS. That's what I'm going to call it. Finally, supporting idea number 1. This idea is important. Supporting idea number 2. This idea is more important. The most important. Sometimes you can only think of 2 ideas. If you can think of 3, cool, get it in there. Finally, topic sentence number 2. So, here's number 1. And here's number 2. If the question has 2 questions, if your essay part has 2 questions, you have to have 2 topic sentences, 2 thesis statements, making sure you answer both questions. Finally, your conclusion. No conclusion, you're dead for sure. You have to have your conclusion. Okay. So, lesson number 1 is translating the question. Read it. What do? Identify. Everybody, identify page 15 at the top. Read it. Identify.
Identify the main subject, verb, and question words.
Good. Next, generate ideas. That means make a mind map. Brainstorm. Think of as many ideas as you can. Ask just who, what, where, when, why, how. Who, what, where, when, why, how. That helps you to get an answer real quick. Okay? Who is your favorite teacher and why? Oh, I really like my Chinese teacher. She has pretty hair. Is that a good supporting idea? Can you say 3 or 4 more things about her pretty hair? No? Who has pretty hair? My Chinese teacher. Where does she have pretty hair? On her head. When does she have pretty hair? Every day. Why does she have pretty hair? DNA. Who, what, where? When does she have pretty hair every day? Who, what, where? Where does she have pretty hair? What does she have pretty hair? Have I told you anything more other than pretty hair? So, pretty hair is a detail or a supporting idea. It's just a detail, so you can say she's pretty. It's easy to like a teacher who's really pretty. How is she pretty? Her smile, her hair, her figure, her voice. Okay? Most teachers like to scream, they sound terrible, but she has a very pretty voice, and so easy to listen to. So you think of 4 things that are pretty: voice, hair, eyes, smile. Okay, that's pretty. Good. Next, outline it. For the real GEPT test, just do that. 1, 2, 3. Fair enough. And for my class too, I just want to see a mind map when we do it in class. A mind map, and just write which ones you think are important, more, and most. But at home, when you do the essays at home, make an outline. Get used to doing it. If you make an outline, it makes your life so easy. Honestly, it's not hard to write an essay. Once you start brainstorming, guys, was this hard? Was it hard to think of ideas like this? No. No, it's health. Just think about health for 2 seconds. You got 3 details. Boom, boom, boom. Not hard. But to sit there, God. Do I think smoking is bad? Yeah, of course it's bad. I hate smoking. People just sit there and they just think in their head. Just start writing. So you start writing, it becomes real. If you're just thinking thoughts, it's not real. It's wasting time. So put it on paper. Like I said, in high school, I would stare at that white paper for 30 minutes and write nothing. But I didn't know how to brainstorm. Once you know how to brainstorm, start writing down ideas, and then it actually starts to become easy. Okay. Next, your topic sentence. That's the 4th lesson. We'll learn all about those. 5, your supporting ideas. They all have to be answering the question. Each idea answers the question. Does all of these answer the question, why do high school kids start? Yes. And then you can even say an example. Because remember, a detail is fact, opinion, example. For example, my mother started smoking because her cousin did, and she pressured her to try it. So give some examples if they are real. Next, details. That'll be lesson 6. Your conclusions, lesson 7. Finally, check your answers. Okay, next page. All right. You got 30 minutes. Go. Read the question. Everyone, read it. Read it. Let's hear it. Say it.
抽烟的行为在台湾很普遍，很多人在高中时就开始抽烟。为什么这些人要抽烟？你认为抽烟是一种可以允许的习惯吗？
Okay, there you go. Translate the question. Now, see how they do it? They have 1 and 2. Those are your 2 questions, but they also give you that background information. They give you a little history. Use that little history in your introduction. Your introduction should be 2 or 3, 4 sentences before you start answering. Okay? Okay. Go ahead, make your mind map. Translate it, write it in English. Write down the keywords from those questions. Think about it for a second and just start jotting down your ideas. For your brainstorm, just make your mind map where it says brainstorm and just write 1, 2, 3. I don't want you to do the outline in class. You have 29 minutes. Important part is you learn how to do this. down, start writing. Go. So you have 30, in 28 minutes, you're wasting your time. Sit there, start writing that essay. Okay, you should be almost done with your mind map. You gotta do this quickly. Who, what, where, when, why, how. Come up with your ideas and boom, 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 boom. Do not overthink it. Don't think too much. Just come up with some good ideas and then details that all support it. Answer the question. Give examples from your life. If you have a friend that smokes, or the kids who smoke in the street behind the school, okay? You can talk about your life, give examples. A detail is opinion, fact, and example. Okay, once you've done it, number them, 1, 2, 3, and begin writing. Go ahead. So your number 1, 2, 3, start writing your essay. Okay, it's been 8 minutes. You should definitely be finished with your mind map and start writing your essay. So the most critical thing, the most important is time. When you're taking this test, time is the hardest part. We're gonna write 16 essays, and most of you are going to get very, very good at writing a nice essay that answers the question with a few details and supporting ideas and a conclusion in 25 minutes. Usually start making senses. Use this when we start. Just start turning these into senses. Okay. Okay, you got 10 minutes. 10 minutes to finish. All done? Nice. Go back and check your answers. Look at your verbs. Is she it, verb at S? countable nouns, we'll say cigarettes, plural. Smoking is a gerund, we'll say smoking are, say smoking is. Seven minutes. Vicky, what are you staring at? Get that pencil moving, girl. You got 7 minutes. All your ideas are here. From each of these words into a sentence. Let's go. Five minutes. Right now, forget your third idea, just go straight to your conclusion. You got 3 minutes to write. In conclusion, just go straight to your conclusion. minutes. One minute. I have one paragraph. There are 2 questions. You should, minimum, have two paragraphs, and then your conclusion, which is a new paragraph. You should have 3 paragraphs. Don't worry about it. This is practice, okay? Now you know. Same with you. It shouldn't just be one long paragraph. Let's start a new paragraph. Let me start your second question, okay? That's why we did this on purpose. No. And your hand is starting to hurt, Thomas. Cramp. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, pencils down. See, no, now already. Sir? Okay. Done. Okay. Please don't cry, that'll make the ink will get all messy and then they can't read. So make sure you use waterproof ink if you're going to cry on your essay. Okay. When you take the real test, you can only use a pencil and eraser. I strongly recommend when we do this in class, please use a pencil and eraser. So get your favorite lucky pencil, and when you do your mind map, you don't need to erase, okay? That just wastes time. Guys, every second counts. You heard him squealing like a mouse. 2 seconds left, okay? How many seconds did he waste whiting out a spelling mistake or something here? You don't need to do that. This could be totally messy. Also, just cross it out. You don't need to erase. They're not going to say, oh, your mind map, very messy. They don't care, okay? And if you don't know the word in English, write the word in Chinese, okay? Real fast, and then maybe when you start your essay, you'll remember what it is, okay? So the important part of the brainstorm is get your ideas on the paper. If you can't remember the English immediately, just because you're thinking so many ideas so fast, just write the Chinese quickly. That's just as good. And then when you start your essay, you look at the Chinese, oh, you remember what the English word is, okay? The important part is to finish. Finish your mind map in 5 to 8 minutes. So there's 8 minutes, stop. All right, you only got 25 minutes to write this thing. Stop. Look at it quickly, put a 1, 2, 3. 1 is your first paragraph. Okay, here we have 2 questions. So basically, here's the paper. This is called indent, right? You need this space. You have to have it. Must. Okay? Here you can start your introduction and say first, second, next. Who has transitions in your essay? We'll talk about your ideas. First, second, finally. First, after that, third and most important. Who has transitions for all the ideas? Raise your hand. You need those. They're counting. They're circling them. They're putting a check next to them. You have to have transition each idea, each detail, each idea to support your answer. Okay, here we have two questions. So obviously you need, this answers the first question. You need a new paragraph which answers the second question. Finally, you need a third paragraph which is your, okay, this is minimum. You can have 4 or 5 paragraphs, but you at least need 1, 2, conclusion is 3 paragraphs. Who has 3 paragraphs? Raise your hands. Okay, this is just an exercise we're learning here, guys. Believe me, I know you're going to do it wrong. No big deal. Okay? We're doing 16. By the time we're on the 12th, you'll be able to do with your eyes closed and your left foot write the essay. Okay? So, from now on, starting next week, I want your lucky pencil and your Hello Kitty eraser. Okay? No more pens when we do this. When you do your mind map, there is no erasing. It's messy, it's not neat, not a big deal. You have to indent. If it's just one question, what is your choice of transportation? There's your introduction and perhaps your first idea, second idea, third idea, and then your conclusion. You need to indent to show that you're going on to a new idea or you're answering a different question. Very important. Who did not have time to get to your conclusion? Raise your hand. Most of you did with me screaming at you, okay? The guy giving you the test will not be screaming at you and won't be talking the whole way through like I like to do. For your homework, take it out. This is how I want you to do it. Okay, the questions they ask for the essays, Nina, do you think they're hard questions? No. Wilson, what kind of questions will they ask for the essay? Do you need to do any research? No. Gene, do you need any special knowledge? No, okay? The question will be, write about your first bicycle. Okay? And is this tell the truth class? No. So, write about your first bicycle. Say it was a Doraemon bicycle and it was blue and I loved it. My next door neighbor took it. Okay? It doesn't matter. Don't get, it's not tell the truth. Just, it's, do you know how to build an essay and answer a question? Okay, this is how we do the homework. Don't look at the question right now, please don't look, but basically, get your alarm clock. Set it for 25 minutes. And go. The hardest part about this is finishing on time. If you finish on time, you have a good chance of passing. Seriously, okay? Most people don't even finish their essay or use waterproofing. Okay, so finish it, and then, so what you're doing now is you're an athlete. You're training yourself to build an essay with an introduction, 2 or 3 ideas, and a conclusion in 25 minutes. It's not that hard. You'll be very, very good at it at the end of August. And what I want you to do is, when you do it, set the timer and go. I recommend having an alarm, so it's over there, you forget about it. Focus, do it, look at your own watch right here. When the alarm goes off at 25 minutes, here you're writing. Get out a red pen, draw a red line, and write 25. Wherever you got to in 25 minutes. Next, go do the translation. For the writing part, you have 40 minutes to do the translation of the essay. Do the translation. You can finish that translation in 5 minutes. How much more time do you have for your essay? 10 minutes, okay? Now you can go back, write your conclusion, and even check your verbs and your nouns. But if the translation takes you 15 minutes, here you have to force yourself to stop at 10. Go back and make sure you have a conclusion, okay? If you don't have a conclusion, you're not going to pass. You need your conclusion. So do the translation for 10 minutes, go back, write a 2 or 3 sentence conclusion, go back, finish your translation. This is how you're going to do it if it's hard and long. What you'll find, 10 years of teaching this, a lot of students for lessons 1, 2, and 3, right here, sentence 1, sentence 2, here's their line, 25 minutes. That's okay, this is normal. If that's the case, do it properly, okay? The key point to this is becoming aware of the time. In 25 minutes, do your translation, come back, finish your essay. That doesn't mean draw that line and you're done. No. Just draw that line, do your translation, and then come back and finish writing it. And students will put 1 hour and 10 minutes here. How long does it take you to finish? That's cool. What these students find, the ones that take so long, is they're spending way too much time on their mind map. It's just a brainstorm. All you need are 3 ideas. Each idea needs 2 or 3 details, okay? So that's what you're learning how to do. It's like in basketball. You just don't start playing a basketball game. What do you learn first? First thing you learn in basketball. Dribble. That's right. How to dribble. Next, shoot a free throw. Okay? Next, pass. Okay. So that's what we're learning right now, how to dribble. How to dribble is focusing on this time. If you can't dribble, you'll never be in the NBA. If you can't focus on your 25 minutes, you're not going to pass. Okay? What you'll find is, it'll be anywhere in here. It doesn't matter. That's okay. Don't get worried. You're going to get faster. I guarantee. Even some students, this is the truth, some students, they wrote a very nice essay, going to pass, no problem, answered both questions, 2 supporting ideas, all the details, nice conclusion, everything done, they draw their line in 17 minutes. They were just like sheep. By the end, after doing it 10 times, they got very, very good. So will you, okay? So I want this. Remember, when you do that, you write your essay, time on there, 25 minutes, and then your finishing time. It's 53 minutes. That's cool. Okay? Don't worry about it. But you have to pay attention to the time. With the translation, do your best. Class on Mondays, how to do the translation, and how to do the speaking part. I got lots of tips on how to pass the speaking part. So Monday will be translation and speaking, Tuesday will be essay, Wednesday, translation and speaking, Thursday, essay. So every other day, you're going to be writing 2 essays, 1 in class, 1 for homework. So you're going to get a lot of practice, and then you'll get a super strong hand. All right, good. Everyone, bye-bye. Have a nice weekend. See you on Monday.